Okay, so what was I gonna say? The list is still open if you guys are interested. Let me put the names and all of the info in the chat. You guys can purchase your reading through clicking the link on the chat, which will take you to my website, or you guys could do it via Cash App or PayPal. If you guys have my PayPal direct link, be sure to leave your name, the person you're asking about. I don't ever say the person's name on the live, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want to go anonymous, just make sure that that you guys let me know that you want to go anonymous. But timestamps will be available, as you guys know, in the description box at the end of the live. You can always come back and watch this live. Hey sis, Bianca, I didn't see you. Hey. Okay, so I'm gonna hey Gabi, how are you? And then I'm gonna put the names in the chat as well. Let me see, hold on. I gotta get the list. So I usually take 11 people. So I have 6 people so far. So I have 5 more people available if you're interested. Okay, sis, I got you. I'll add you to the list as soon as it comes in. I'm doing well. I just got in this evening. No, I got in around 12, almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon from California. I was enjoying myself, but I was working. But I was enjoying the work, though. So, just got back in town this afternoon. And, yeah, I enjoyed my little... Actually, we left Thursday, so I had a little bit of a... like a 4-day weekend, technically. 5-day weekend, if you want to count Monday. I guess 5, if you want to... 4-day weekend, 5-day weekend. But yeah, I enjoyed myself. So how are you? How has your day been? Let's clear the energies before we start live. Okay, Bianca, I just seen your thing come in. So you're gonna be after Melody, person number 7. Okay. All right, so we're gonna focus on what we got right now, which the list is still open if you guys are interested. Yeah, I mean, today, really just, I mean, I can't complain about the day, but it was just on the road, getting home. From here to there, it was like a 5-hour drive. You know, it wasn't too bad. But I hope your day was well, sis. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Okay, so I'm going to clear this energy first before I start the list. Holy Spirit, I pray for your presence, our angels, our benevolent divine team who lovingly guides us and assists us to come through, give us the insight and the clarity that we need beyond what we seek. I thank you. Okay. All parties, all of those seeking guidance. Yeah, Juneteenth is officially a holiday. So yeah, y'all had not everybody had the day off, but yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, a lot of us had the day off because the holiday. Juneteenth is considered a holiday, so I keep forgetting that. Happy Juneteenth. Alright, so let's clear the energies. May all guidance and clarity be accurate and true. Give us peace, insight, clarity, wisdom, and revelation. Amen. Ashe. Yes. Yes. Happy liberation and independence to my ancestors. To all our ancestors. All right, so let's get it. Gabi, you're first on the list. Thank you for your patience, sis. Okay. Let me find your question. Okay, Gabby, your question or your person. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I know what I'm looking at. All right, what's going on with this connection? What's going on with this connection? Gabby. No, I mean, I'm sorry. I know it's not a question thing. I meant your person. Where is Gabby and her person of interest? Where's this connection? Please give me clear guidance and accuracy. Okay, Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords came out first. What's going on? Two of Wands and the Strength card. Well, speaking of Independence Day, you're gaining your independence back. Literally told her not to call me, and she still did. So I hope you can hear me, because I told somebody, do not text me while I'm live, and she texts me, or she calls me. Told her to text me, don't call me while I'm live. Anywho, people don't listen. So you're gaining your independence back. I feel like this energy is more so, it could be that you're freeing yourself of more so the thoughts around this connection. You can, okay, good. Around this connection, the thoughts, the limiting thoughts, maybe the shame or blaming yourself for certain things in this connection, or why it didn't go a specific way, or why is it not happening this way. It's like you freed yourself, or you are freeing yourself of most of these thoughts. And this to me is like you gaining your level of independence over the situation. This person, either this person is watching you build a relationship with yourself in some sort of way, or it's like watching you wishing they can build a relationship with you with this Two of Wands. Let me see. The Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, Ten of Wands. Yeah, it could be like they're seeing you building a relationship with yourself. So there is a level of regret that this person has, and because it could be like you're starting something different without them, or they're starting to sense that you're getting to that place where you're tired and you're going to develop your energy elsewhere, build elsewhere. But I do feel like this person senses a change in you and your energy. But as far as like love, they feel like your energy could possibly be going somewhere else soon, not so much on them. The Ace of Pentacles here. So the Ace of Pentacles to me is still developing something and building, and I'm not sure, because this is giving me mixed energy. Like this person feels like you're building on your own by yourself without them, but there's still this desire of, or regret of, not building something with you. So even if you're in contact with this person, there's still this energy where this person knows that they're not participating with you or building with you, maybe in the way that you wanted to, or in a way they felt like they had the opportunity to. The Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm just hearing like this person is sensitive right now. So I don't know if this person is like kind of woe is me energy. Really? Your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted you or how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. Okay. Top notch, not on my level. Need time to heal. Let me send this stuff for my groceries. She always does this when I'm doing something. Sorry. Okay. So need time to heal says, right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you. It's about me. So yeah. You guys could be kind of like separated right now. Not really speaking. Possibly. Let's see. I don't get the vibe that you guys are really on the same page right now, or connection wise. You guys aren't really viewing the connection in the same space. There is some type of energy of recovery for you. For them, they may be realizing something about how they missed out on the opportunity with you, or how they know that they didn't really reciprocate with you. I feel like Spirit's giving you messages around some type of regret or remorse that you feel surrounding this. You could be getting messages of comfort. You have move on. It says, strive for a bigger purpose. Do not see the lotus bud. See instead the lotus blossom. Don't force on the moment, for it is temporary. The future is better than today, even when not in view. If you can see that, you can screenshot it if you like. But right now, I do feel like Spirit is saying to place your focus elsewhere. And not to get so hyper fixated on the process of wherever you set your focus that's of your highest good right now, whatever's healthy, whatever is a goal set for you or ambition, to focus on the outcome, but not so much like how is it going to happen and when, and you know, all of the extras. And wherever you're at right now, Spirit is saying it's a temporary energy. It's not something that's always going to stay this way or remain this way for you, at least. The state of where you are within yourself, it's not always going to be this way. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. Let me know, sis, because you're live on here. So let me know if that made sense or that resonated. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to no contact. Yeah. It feels like separation energy to me. You're welcome. Yes, continue to take care of yourself. Always. Even if you have a person, still take care of you. Alright, so much love, sis. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Miss Mirela. Alright, I already know who she's asking about, so I'm going to tap in. Come on, the devil card trying to fly off the table. Always, yes. Let's clear all previous energies. Close it out with love. Holy Spirit, thank you. Where is Mirela's person at with her? This connection, the state of this connection. I will. Thank you. You too, sis. The state. Whoa. You got hella cards, but I don't know if I'm going to pull all these. So, 8 of Wands. First card out. The Lovers. This is for the Lovers. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. Star. And you have the 6 of Pentacles with the World. And what is this? The 8 of Pentacles left over. I'm going to just keep those to the side. Let me sit with this for just a little bit, because whenever I see 2 kings or 2 queens, I have to clarify, because I just want to make sure that it ain't, you know. Let's see. What's the energy here? Thank you. 5 of Pentacles. You. Hey. How are you? This is giving not two different feminine energies. This is giving like one feminine operating in a different energy. So there is a change or shift that they see in you. Like this person has seen you shift in energies. They're looking back at what was. This person's fixated on the past a little bit. So when it comes to this connection, maybe both of you guys are thinking about the first time that you met. There's something very significant about the genesis of this connection that you guys are kind of fond of, or you often kind of state your case like, well, whenever I'm having like a challenging thought about this connection, I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know where it's going. Kind of revert back to how you guys first met, because something about it to you felt mutually, if that's the right word or way to describe this, a mutual kind of attraction and chemistry, and kind of a shock of like, who is that, or what is this that I'm feeling? It's something that you guys revert back to. I don't know why I'm getting that, but the Five of Pentacles clarifying these two queens, you gave a lot, but maybe you're not giving as much as you once were. The Queen of Pentacles can be generous in a shadow energy, maybe greedy or overly generous, in my opinion. So you might be viewing this connection more practical than you usually do. Not so like, let's say, romanticizing it or idealizing it or being the Queen of Cups, emotional energy. It's more so like practical, grounded. And the Queen of Wands is this passionate, fun energy. So maybe you kind of put up a boundary to where it's like where you might have been into the whole passion and giving into it, and you know, maybe the sexy energy, but now maybe your energy is like, I'm busy, you know, it's not as available to this person, so they perceive. You still have hopes for this connection. I do feel that there's still hope here, but the biggest issue for you, maybe like for you, your standard or your non-negotiable is, I need you to equally give. I need a partner that's going to equally give to me in a way that provides me security, some type of, you know, something that I can be secure and lean back on, not something that's like, what's the right word, like fickle. Someone that's very fickle, someone that's in and out, someone that is just too unpredictable. Like the passion and all of that, like how I'm getting is like this connection that's like, I don't know what's next. We have this amazing chemistry. It's exciting, but you still want the level of groundedness in the connection. And that might have been what was really lacking, is that you may have did too much, in your opinion, maybe, or gave a little too much, maybe was, you know, too accessible to this person, too available to them. Maybe initiated a lot of the things in the connection where this person may have, you know, maybe idealistically, like a male should do this and a woman should do this. Sometimes we can compromise, but if it's too much of one side doing things that I feel like you should be doing, then I don't feel like that's something that I should be partaking. Like this needs to change. So the Eight of Pentacles tells me you are working through something maybe in the past, like if it was an overextension, or making yourself available to this person in ways that maybe this person didn't show up equally for you. So it's like, okay, I need someone to show up in the way that I show up. So you're working on this. And then with the World card, same thing. It's kind of giving me this energy of you're learning something, you're mastering a major lesson. And the World card is not just like a minor lesson. It's a major life lesson that you are mastering, or that you've learned for yourself. A cycle that something that you're deciding to break the change, break the cycle. Let's see, how is this person, what's their truth? What's their truth? You want her to know? Thank you. Need time to heal flew right out of the deck, and this came out in the last reading I did. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. This feels like deja vu, what I'm about to say. You're working on you. It's the other way around. Let the past go. This feels like deja vu. This is so weird. Can we rewind time and go back? Even me just reading that sounds weird. And this has happened to me before. Like, I remember doing a reading and I felt that deja vu vibe to it. Like, I felt like I've read the same. It's weird. Anyway, can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our past holds us back from our future. Okay. So this person recognizes that both of you guys could use a little bit of healing when it comes to your past. Not so much, I feel like, yes, part of it is connected to the both of you together, but the past more so before you guys met. Hey, Nina. A lot of the playing games with you or not responding to your messages or just like little stupid stuff that people do that they know would tick another person off, or they know is disrespectful, they know is inconsiderate. They're associating this with old wounds. Okay, like playing games, like, okay, let me do this because I want the upper hand. I want this person to kind of sweat a little bit and think about me, or keep them on the hook because I don't want them to go too far. So let me keep them guessing. Let me keep them wondering what's going on. Why haven't they said anything? Or let me cancel some dates because I want this person to kind of get the hint that I'm not ready to date, or something stupid, right? Instead of just being forthcoming. So that's what I'm getting. Like, this person recognizes that they need some healing. Past old energy is connected to why they do the things that they do, which can come across as playing games or literally them playing games. There's something that Spirit might be like kind of, I'm hearing like whispering to you or instructing you or guiding you to do in your process of, I don't know, it just seems like you're readjusting something. Like, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. What is it that I really want? Whether it's from this person or just in general in love, like really something that is clear to you, like your distinctive non-negotiables, like your morals, your values, your standards, your boundaries. Like, what are those? And something about really working towards a more mature relationship, because you want someone that's dedicated to you. And again, I get something with stability. What's your advice? What's Mirela's advice? Okay, you have the element of wind, and it's the flow energy. It says, be in harmony with the flow. There's no need to overburden yourself. Ride the wings of the wind, especially those gusts from the southeast, which I don't know what that means in this deck. Relax and be ready for the next surge of energy. Utilize your good timing. End of spring and beginning of summer. Okay, so kind of out of spring, in summer now. So right now, Spirit just wants you to relax when it comes to maybe this situation or your love life. Like, they don't want you to overextend yourself. Again, that is the biggest lesson here, is to be in this state of flow and allowing things to come to you, not from a passive place, but knowing the difference between overextending yourself and just allowing, you know, just naturally being in the flow so that things come to you. You don't have to overextend. Who is that scratching on the door? I hope that makes sense. Alright. Okay, so I think, Mirela, you said you were going to be at work. So whenever you see this, let me know if it resonated with you. So let's go ahead and move on to Miss KV. Okay, let me see. Where we at? That dog was not thinking about coming in here until, you know, when I get on my reads. A general love reading. Okay. Alright, let's see. Clear our previous energies. Ask for permission to tap into the person in question as she recently met. What do you want her to know about this person's impression, their thoughts, their feelings towards her? What does she need to know with this person? Okay. The Devil. Oh, I don't like her. This Devil card is ugly. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, the Fool. I don't know if it's like something about this is not really that promising. I have to be honest. So the Devil card is here. I don't get that this would be something. Oh, either this person kind of brings out some traits that may not be healthy in you, or some traits or some ways that might need more strengthening or developing, like some weak spots here, some vulnerable spots, and vice versa. Like this is, to be honest, like the Devil card can be a connection sometimes that could be like real sexy, playful, kind of like, ooh, we shouldn't be doing this, but it's fun, or I just met you but we gonna fuck on the first date type energy. It's kind of just like throw caution to the wind type of energy. But as a long-term relationship, or just anybody really getting to know, like it's not going to lead to something long lasting, or it's one of those connections that are based off of trauma bonds, kind of obsessive energy, kind of, you know, being caught up in the moment and not really seeing a person for what they really are. And like, you know, those couples that get together, they're real heavy, passionate. Then when it, you know, reality sets in and you start to see this person's, you know, quirks or their flaws, as we call it, or things about this person that maybe might annoy you and vice versa, or it can bring out that toxic side, like arguing, cheating, like certain things that you don't see about a person starts to come out, like sometimes, not all the time, but those toxic traits. So I have to be honest, I don't really feel like this is someone that Spirit is saying is a stable energy to really get to know. Not saying that it's wrong to be curious, but I don't feel like this is someone healthy for you to really get to know. And it could be like perfectly too good, like people that are good people, like a good dude, good woman, but together it's not healthy. Something about this is not fully clear, fully grounded with the High Priestess, and Spirit does want you to ground your energy and really pay attention. And more so, not to say that you shouldn't pay attention to other people and their energy, not looking for red flags, but more so from a place of where you're really paying attention and you're not getting ahead of yourself, because there's this blinded energy. You're not seeing something with the Eight of Swords, not really seeing something clear. With the Fool card, it's like this person and you, like in passing, is some type of journey. You guys could have cross paths for a reason, but it's something that's a little deeper than romance or deeper than this person. It's more so something for you to see about yourself. And I know this is a little heavy. I didn't mean for it to be all of that. But yeah, I have to read it as I'm getting it. I do feel like this person was attracted to you. I don't know if you guys exchanged contact, because there's something about this person maybe watching or observing you. But again, like I said, there's something here that's a little bit of a cautionary vibe to this. Let's see, what's this person's thoughts towards her, or passing thoughts, whatever is relevant. Thank you. Okay. So this person thought you were smart. Your intellect turns me on. You're so smart and I really enjoy our conversations. Okay. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back? Okay, this is for you. Okay, I feel like this is their thoughts towards you, but this is for you. So you have need time to heal and let the past go. So it says, can we rewind time and go back to before, where we were both broken down by life? Our past hold us back from our future. Right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, this is about me. So this energy is more so about you. So this guy, I don't get heavy like something's going to come of it really. Maybe somebody to conversate with at the very least. Maybe. I do feel like it's very tempting. Something about this person's energy, or maybe both of you together, is very tempting. But like I said, I don't feel like this is, in the long run, in the long haul, this is not something that's going to be healthy for you. I just don't see it. Like, right away, the devil card just was like, nah. So this is more so for you to like really think about past patterns. Something with love, your past patterns, the spirit is saying like maybe past experiences that you've had is coming up to the surface right now. Like spirit saying like give yourself this time to really focus on you, like date you right now. And I know that sounds annoying to hear, but dating you doesn't have to be like you literally taking yourself out on dates and shit like that. I mean, it could be part of it, or buying yourself flowers and all that. More so like getting to know the depth of you, like how you would want to explore another man and get to know them and all of that. Try that with you. And it doesn't have to be this tedious act or something that feels like a chore, but something that to where you really are getting down to the nitty gritty of something in your past. Because there's something here that spirit is saying you're repeating something. I don't know what it is, but it's something here that spirit is saying it needs to be addressed. Because I really feel like this person could pull you into, like, kind of bring out a side in you maybe where like it's a weak spot. So I'm going to use this as an example. I'm only going to use this as an example because it's like, I don't know. So like, let's say for instance, you started abstaining from sex and you're not going to sleep with anybody for whatever X, Y, and Z reason, right? And then you get around a guy that is kind of tempting in a sense because let's say they're sexually tempting, or you automatically are like, you know what, I want to have sex with this person, and this person is talking about sex all the time, and they're talking about what they want to do to you. They're sexing you, and they're making you kind of compromise or even question to compromise something about yourself that it's like, ooh, I shouldn't, or I don't know. But it may not be that intense. It may not be about morals and values. It could just be about, like you get ahead of yourself with someone. Like you like a person and be like, oh, I wonder what this could be like, and I wonder if he's gonna be the one, or is this gonna happen, is that gonna happen? And you get ahead of yourself, or you start idealizing or fantasizing, and then it kind of gets you trapped in that. So I'm just using this as an example. You can apply it to how it resonates, but that's what I'm getting. Like there's something about this that's not going to be good for you later on. So the be patient card was your advice. And it says you're not patient enough. Patience is not about doing nothing. Patience is knowing profoundly that nothing can be done to change the situation in the present moment. Wait and the inevitable will materialize. Okay. So yeah, this could be telling you to be patient in regards to like love. If you're wanting like something specific in love, or that one or whatever, sometimes it does require us just being patient with, with timing, and knowing that if it's not looking too hot right now, it's because it's maybe not time. It's not something that you're not doing enough of, or you're doing too much of. It just is not the right time. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, I don't really get too much promising energy from him. I have to be honest, in the long sight of things. So I hope that helps you out, or it protects you from something. I don't know, because I'm just not seeing something too promising or healthy in the long run for you. And it may be just on a mental level, keeping you kind of stuck in a loop or a cycle. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next read, sis. Take care. All right. Alexis, you're up next, ma'am. I was about to put the wrong timestamp. Like, wait a minute now. Okay. So, Alexis. Let's see. I have to check and make sure that I'm looking at the right guy and not the wrong person. I don't want to assume this time who you're asking about. Okay. Well, I would have been okay then if I would have went that route. Okay. All right. Ooh. Put that back. The tower tried to come out. Alexis, Holy Spirit, please clear our previous energies with love. Ask for divine clarity and truth for Alexis and her person in question. What does she need to know about this connection? Whoa. Wait. Wait a minute. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the Empress. And if it's safe for me to pull from the top, the Devil, why are you here? Let me reshuffle this. I don't like you. But if you come back out, okay. Because I got that in the last read, so I just want to make sure that I'm not pulling the same energy. The Ace of Wands. The remaining cards, 10 of Wands. It's this Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. I'm going to put this to the side. So Ace of Wands is the 5th card out. You're really doing your own thing right now, nowadays, and either this person is aware of it or they just kind of sense that. You could be very focused right now on your career or your job. And I also feel like your energy is a little more lighter. So whether it's connected to this person or just in general, your energy is way lighter. Yeah, you may have withdrawn some of your energy from this person. Your affections or just your attentiveness towards this person, you withdrawn some of that and placed it more so on yourself and other things that you have going on in life. And it could just be certain things that you desire to improve in your life, that you're starting to focus just on that naturally. And it's not really, wherever that energy that you had available and you gave it to this person, it's like, I don't have that to give right now. I need to apply it towards other things that I'm improving in my life right now. And that includes anything connected to me right now, outside of you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, you have a new energy that you're operating in, that you're extending right now. And it's kind of like your energy's naturally, you're being pulled in other directions in life right now. It's not really telling me about them. Let's see if these can give me anything. Yeah, you're no longer giving all of your wellness and wealth to this person. It's kind of like this person was in a position of just receiving, almost to the point where they were like this wealthy king. If I was to say like your energy is this wealthy currency, let's say like your energy is worth $1 billion, right? Not trying to put a limit on anybody's worth, but let's just say hypothetically your energy is worth billions of dollars. And this person might have been, let's say, a janitor, and there's nothing wrong with that. I ain't shaming it, but they're not a billionaire, right? So this person was a janitor. You came into their life, invested all of your money into them, and now they're this royal king, and you're in this place where you're like in and out. You're kind of broke, right? You're carrying the weight. You're the worker now. You're serving them. This is changing. So the energy that you had to give, you were giving a massive amount to this person, I feel like, at one point, to the point where they were like just greedy. See, the thing about like the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, they're in a feminine energy. Pentacles and Cups is femininity, feminine suits, feminine principles, whatever, feminine essences, whatever. Whereas the Wands and the Swords are more masculine, phallic energy, more action oriented. This is more of stationary, more receptive, that type of energy. So this person was just kind of receiving, just like sitting on millions, just taking your shit, and you were giving it to them, and then it became kind of like a job where you were over giving, and this person was not giving anything back, really, nothing of value, not in the same amount that you were giving. So you're breaking that. So you're taking your money back and investing it where it's starting to where you're starting to see the worth of your investments. You're starting to get back where you're investing your energy when it's not so much on this person, if that makes sense. So let's see what this person wants to tell you. That was a little weird. Very, very weird. I don't know. I don't know if you're on here still, Nina. I just saw your text. I don't know. It might be the energies too, because I've been feeling sleepy. I don't know about y'all, but I've been feeling a little sleepy. Let's see. Where's this guy at with Alexis? What is his truth? Unclear. I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore. Nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. Yeah, your energy is very different. So they could still talk to you, but they may not have much to say. If there was a way that you guys once connected or vibed in the past, the flow of it, it may not be the same, because I do get your energy has shifted a lot. And I don't know if you even recognize that. When I see the Empress card, I usually get this vibe of self-love, to be honest, and sometimes it's just like this glow-up energy, and we don't always feel or sense it because it's an internal thing, and we're thinking that we got to see like all this extra stuff, like, oh, I'm good because, you know, I got this materialistic wise, I have this in my bank account, I've accomplished this and a merit, instead of the milestones that you've overcome in yourself. It's not always easy to see that maturity level within yourself, but other people can sense it. So let's see, what's your advice? Okay, it says you know what to do. It's a card, you know what to do. And it says you have the answers. Ignore conflicting advice from multiple sources. Don't rely on others to resolve your problems. Rest assured that you will conquer those obstacles. You know the solution. It takes time. Okay, so this could be connected to this person or outside of this. When it comes to your life right now, your biggest investment is going to always be yourself. So if it comes to life choices or decisions, it should be first and foremost a conversation between you and Source God, like you, most importantly. Because I do get opportunities as well with the Ace of Wands and the the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Opportunities, something about investing in you, nurturing yourself, taking care of you is your biggest blessing, biggest thing right now that you have going. On the other hand, with this guy right here, this dude, not so much. Not right now. Because in the past, this dude was sitting on millions with your energy, if that makes sense. Billions. So even just think about this, because just hypothetically, look at it again in that perspective of your energy is a very expensive currency. And just look at and observe, when you remove your energy from certain people, or you don't give as much of your time and your energy, how much you actually can accomplish and get done. I had to see that my energy, I was giving too much of my energy and time to motherfuckers, and I was like holding myself back. I was procrastinating. I wasn't getting anything done. When I removed myself from certain people, I was doing things that I wasn't even aware that I could accomplish or do, because my time and my energy and my focus was not on me. It was on other people. And not so much so that you're trying to do it, but it's kind of like if you're connected to certain people, naturally some people just take your fucking energy. They just do. Whether it's friends, whether it's family or lover, like certain people, they just take your energy. And all of that you could be giving to yourself or putting into something helpful, healthy, constructive, gets taken away. So if you look back, you can see like maybe you've accomplished way more, get way more stuff done. More blessings are coming into your life when you remove your energy out of certain places, environments, or around certain people, or even people leaving your life. Like, you'll start to see that. That's how you know certain people take up space rather than being a participant of like what you have going on in your improvements. That's how you know when good people are around you, or people that are for you are around you. Yeah. But I just, right now though, just to say, like, just for now, I feel like Spirit's saying, like, continue putting more of that energy into where you're at right now, because there's a momentum and a new energy that you're in right now, and I feel like this person can kind of be a distraction from that and take from that. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. I hope that was helpful, sis. I know that was a lot, real fast. I probably was talking hella fast, but I hope that was helpful. So, Bree, let's get to your read. Okay. Where you at? All right, Bree. I don't necessarily need your person's name because you didn't leave it, but that's okay. You're welcome. My pleasure. Okay, let's see. Whomever Bree has in mind, Holy Spirit, what is the guidance for her? What do you want Bree to know? Clear out previous energies, Holy Spirit. Send love and peace to all previous energies I read for. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's Bree's energy. Her person of interest and question. What do you want her to know? Where this energy is at, where this person is at. What do you want her to know? Three of Pentacles, King of Cups came out. Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so you got Three of Pentacles. You have Mr. King of Cups. And you have Miss Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Hangman. All right. Well, let's see. There's a room for improvement with this connection. There's room. Because I feel like this person really, they have a good energy about them, a good heart. You guys might be different from each other, significantly different. Your differences could be coming up as an annoyance, but it's definitely something Spirit is saying you guys can work through together, where it's like, where you can actually love those differences or blend well together with those differences. Kind of like shifting the energy from feeling like, oh, I don't know how we're going to, because the King of Cups can be quite a passive energy, right? I was just saying in the last reading that the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups are feminine energies. They operate in a feminine suit. Doesn't mean that necessarily if it's a man that operates as the King of Cups means that he's feminine. It just means it's more, they're more emotional based. They're more reflective. They're more receptive than assertive sometimes. Whereas the King of Swords, King of Wands energy is a masculine energy. So the Queen of Wands is a woman that operates in more of a masculine energy. She's more assertive, more go get them, like straight up. She might be more of the dominant partner, where the King of Cups is more of the passive one. It's funny because I know some couples like this and it can work well, but I can see how it can also be a clash. So Spirit is saying maybe the focusing on the clash of the differences needs to shift into how it can be, what's the right word? Complementary, or where you got, like, you complement each other well, if that makes sense. You work well together if you can find that middle ground between the differences, because it can work. So Spirit is saying stay positive through these differences that you guys are having. You're going to benefit in the future in your relationships, whether it's with this person or someone else, because this connection, it can blend well together, or you guys can at least get along with whatever this phase or the stages of your connection is. But always remember, the Nine of Cups is that emotional contentment and joy within self. But it can be wish fulfillment. It can also be fulfillment within a connection. But this, to me, is usually like a single person card for me. The Nine of Pentacles as well. So the Nine of Cups being here is like, always remember to find that joy and stability within yourself. Don't lose that about you. And I feel like right now, this is a transformative period for both of you, because there's butterflies in both the Nine of Cups and in the Hermit. So you both are going through a shift and change. For you, it could be more of an emotional energy, more of a, like a part of a self-love journey. where you're content or you're happy about certain things going on in your life. This person might be a little bit in a place where spirit's kind of shaking them out of something where they have to sacrifice selfish things within them, selfish desires, selfish ways, perspectives. So it might not be really that fun for this person right now when it comes to love. Just saying, might not be fun for them. And they might have a control issue as well. The King of Cups, I find, can be emotionally mature, emotionally loving, like a very loving partner, loving father, just a good friend, like a good dude all around. But they can be emotionally manipulative as well. Like, no, I'm not going to share my emotions. I'm going to keep that. Or, nah, you know, they can be that side too. They can be emotionally manipulative. So if this person has any ways like that, any selfishness, egotistical, like, where those emotional energies come into play, spirit stripping them of that. You have your mysterious, let's see, spoiling you. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. This person's thoughts. You're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. Spoiling you. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips and everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing but nothing less. Okay. So these are thoughts. Not sure how generous this King of Cups energy is, but yeah, this is giving King of Cups energy to me. But there's things about you that maybe, again, like this person could easily wear their heart on their sleeve and give and give and love very deeply. The Queen of Wands is kind of like, catch me if you can. Like, I'll vibe with you, I'll laugh with you, have a good time, blow your mind, but I can also be gone in an instant. But she's loving as well, but it's like, you got to catch up with me. You got to show me why you're worth my time, because, you know, I just get this spark. Like, I want to maintain this spark. I want to maintain this light that I have inside of me. And if it's the wrong person, I don't need that type of energy where someone tries to dim my light or tell me to tone it down or I'm too much. I'm just enough of what I need. Maybe you're still learning that about yourself. Like, not allowing other people to put out that fire inside of you. Even if you're not a fire sign, you represent the Queen of Wands versus where this person represents the King of Cups type of energy. The King of Cups can definitely reign on the Queen of Wands parade because of how they operate. And like I said, there's a way for you to coexist together without kind of, you know, shitting on the other's element and how they vibe and how they work. Where the Queen of Wands is like, I'm on fire, you're water. I don't need you around me, or I don't know if you're good for me because you could put out my fire. I don't need that type of energy around me. So maybe this person showed you in some instances that they were not safe, or you felt like they were not safe to trust or open up to, or you felt kind of manipulated or felt slighted based off of who you are and what you are. So this could be a part of the contentment where you can learn a little something from this King of Cups, and he can probably learn a little something from you as well. There's a lot of water energy here. King of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Hangman, I think is a Pisces card. So a lot of water, a lot of it. And Nine of Cups is also a Pisces card. So yeah, this is something like for you, I feel like right now is a time where like focusing on all of the good things around you, but the goodness within you, the joy inside of you, and not allowing anybody to steal that light or rain on your parade and telling you, oh, you're too much, you need to tone it down, or, oh, because I can't catch up with you, let me make you feel like you're lesser than. So I feel like you're breaking free from those types of energies or control. And maybe this person's teaching you to open up, where you're teaching them like, no, I am who I am. I stand in who I am and I flow in that. Whereas this person may be teaching you how to be receptive to emotions, or maybe you're teaching them that as well. It's something about, like I said, coexisting in each other's energy, where it could be easily be a clash, but you guys can make it. Look, I can't make this up. You got the center card, peace and harmony. A balanced energy from the center embraces you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Pressure, burdens, and fear finally dissipate. It is a desirable time to recharge. Listen to your inner voice and affirm your purpose in life. You are anchored. So this is for you, most definitely. For you. Okay? So remember this. This is for you to focus upon strengthening and centering yourself and your being. So I hope that made sense. Not too confusing. Hopefully not at all confusing. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, sis. Much love. Okay. Melody and then Bianca. The list is still open if you guys are interested. If not, after Bianca, that will be the last read. Okay. Melody, where are you? Let's see. Alright, so just the overall energy. Okay, so let's tap into this love interest of yours. Clear up previous energies, divine spirit. Holy Spirit, I thank you for your divine wisdom, your divine truth. Thank you. What do you want Miss Melody to know about the person in mind that she has in the mind and heart? What does she need to know about this person and or this connection? Anything that is of relevance and importance for her to know? Thank you. What does she need to know? Okay. 9 of Cups. The Hangman again. The 10 of Swords. The 10 of Cups. The Judgment. I don't know if this is for you, because this is kind of echoing the same energy from what I just read. Let me do this again. If any of these come out, we'll know. But I have to trust this because I don't feel like this is for you. It's giving the same energy that I just read. Let's y'all have the same energy going on, which I don't think so. But I'm reshuffle. Melody. The Moon. The Hierophant. The Hangman. The 9 of Cups. So yeah, some of those cards were for you. Chariot. Whoa. You got, out of the 5, 4 major arcanas. So Hierophant. The Moon. The Hangman. The 9 of Cups. And the Chariot. Okay. So there's a lot of energy going on. So like you and this person, I feel like you and this person could both kind of be going through major transitions in your life. And it doesn't have to be external transitions. It can be internal. So you guys may have kind of crossed paths at a time where you're both going through your own shifts, your own awakenings, maybe reawakenings, dark night of the soul, just some type of shift. For this person and you two, what you mutually share energetically, what I'm getting is like this Moon card energy where your emotions, you guys could be very like heightened in your emotions, your senses, your intuition could be very strong right now. And you guys might be in the middle of these transitions to the point where you can't really see what's going on too much. Because it's like a lot of shifting, a lot of moving from one energy into another. So you're kind of in this middle space of the shift. So not a lot of energy is going to make sense to you. So I'm just kind of getting like this mysterious curiosity between the two of you, like a mutual curiosity, maybe even sensing something about an impression about a person, but you're not really sure completely what you're getting or what you're seeing or what's the point of your, maybe your attraction or why you're drawn right now, or what is this that I'm feeling though. So it doesn't have to be too deep. It's just more so like if I was to describe this, let's say you guys met under a significant like transit astrologically or whatever, right? let's say like Mercury retrograde, or Venus retrograde, or an eclipse or something like that, right? Or moon phase is significant. It couldn't heighten some of this energy around you, but you could have met or just kind of discovered each other in the same space during a time where this person was questioning their beliefs and ideals, maybe around love, maybe around their beliefs in like religion or spirituality, their path. Like this person is shifting, or something about their energy is shifting, where for you, you're coming into a place where you're more self-accepting, more focused maybe on what makes you happy, maybe more confident in certain areas. Maybe you weren't even really focused on love, and then you kind of seen this person and it sparked something for you. This feels, I hope I'm explaining this well, because this is like, because there's a significant energy to this. Why is the moon card here? Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's kind of like learning to separate like the parts of the self that is quick to maybe jump to a conclusion that maybe in your perspective is negative, versus trying to see the opposite side, like not always jumping the gun to one perspective and saying, oh, it must be this or it must be that, in a way that annoys you or stresses you out or kind of makes you feel irritable, versus looking at it from a different perspective and be like, okay, it could be anything, or it could possibly be this. So I'm not going to just stick to this one faith or this one thought pattern or belief. I'm going to open my eyes. And both of you guys could be kind of being tested in that same energy, if that makes sense. Because there is something about this connection, looking further into this, that may teach you something very valuable at this time in your life through these shifts. I know this is supposed to be a mini love read. I'm not gonna get too much into this, but the Page of Swords is here. Yeah, both of you guys, this is about your maturity level in love, or the wisdom. So this person could be more so the one that is needing a new mindset when it comes to how they view their relationships, or how they review love and relationships, romance, or just people in general. Because earlier I did pick up this energy of like judgment and being kind of superficial, and only surrounding themselves with people that kind of, or that same type of, I don't know, like the same energy. They're not open to or maybe they never really thought too much into making themselves open or available to different walks of life or different types of people that aren't all in that same space, or that same status, or that same, let's say, profession, or whatever it could be, right? But opening themselves up to more, because there's a level of immaturity, emotional immaturity, or when it comes to love and relationships from this person's end. And for you, it could be that you're starting to utilize the wisdom from your past experiences when you were maybe immature, just didn't really know until you experience something, and applying that now and really walking in it. Hopefully this is making sense. Let's see, what is this person's truth? What do they want to say to you? Yeah, because I feel like Spirit also may be wanting you to consider in the past where you're placing your focus, or you know where you want to be, where you want to go in your life and in love. And when you come across a person that you may like spark an interest in, or you feel connected to, or want to get to know, to not, get too far ahead before you discern, are you able to move forward in the same space, or is this a connection that's going to take me off path, off center, off focus? So you have still listening. I listen to the music you shared with me. It helps me to connect with you when we are apart. So there could be someone that's still in your energy field that you haven't fully released, or they're going to remind you of something very significant about this connection. Someone you shared, maybe where you felt like it was telepathic or something, or you guys vibe through music, this person's energy could kind of feel similar to this new person's energy. And there's something that Spirit doesn't want you to forget in regards to that. What you've learned, maybe what you experienced, there's something significant. I hope that makes sense. Run away. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be with you. Yeah, this energy is, I don't feel like this is them saying this. I feel like this is a reminder of a past energy. There's this frivolousness, this immaturity in the past with certain connections, or maybe a specific person in your past, or maybe you did get carried away. You didn't think too far ahead about, like, wait a minute, is this really what makes me happy? Is this really truly what I want? Is this in alignment with me? Is this in alignment with where I'm headed and where I'm going? Or is it something that is a distraction? Is it taking me off path? Am I getting too ahead? Getting carried away with certain things? What is this person's truth in question? Okay. Right. Okay. Twin flame. You've activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me to heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. So I'm not saying that this person is your twin flame, and I don't get into all that stuff, but I'm not getting that that's what Spirit's talking about. But the notion of the lesson and help. A phone call came. Of activating something within you and within them, I definitely see how that's implied here. Definitely do. Majority of these major arcana cards, I can see that. Definitely. So even just within a small interaction, you can activate people in ways, or just like your curiosity, it takes you into that place where it can trigger you to ponder the idea of something and then go, wait a minute, I don't think so, because blah blah blah. And then here comes the blockages, here come the fear-based mindsets and all of that. And this person, just the fact of the energy of a person can activate you into dealing with something that maybe you didn't even know you needed to, or it kind of helps, right? It just sparks a flame. It's a catalyst. So you don't necessarily have to know a person or get too far in depth with something. Any small interaction with a stranger could be like, oh, I need to work on my anger issues. This person just triggered the fuck out of me. I have anger issues I need to handle. You know what I mean? There's something about this that's definitely catalyst worthy, or it just simply is that for both sides, but in different ways. As far as what I can see right now. So that's just the energy surrounding the situation right now. And I feel like the effects will be something that shifts your perspective, shifts this person's perspective. But for you, something about the past, the Spirit's wanting you to remind yourself of. Let's see, what's your advice? Okay, coexist. This card should have came out for the last reading I did, but it says, cease your complaints and work as a team instead. You will breed unnecessary stress and pressure if you expect others to think or behave like you. Be empathetic. Everyone has a role to play. So yeah, this could go both ways for you and this person, because like I said, I was picking up this energy where this person is a little judgmental and a little superficial in how they connect with other people. It's kind of like, oh, I only hang out with the cool kids, or I only hang out with the kids that like this, or it's kind of like that high school shit where this person is not open-minded so much. So if, let's say for instance, like cultural difference, if you're different from their culture or their race, they might be a little opposed to it at first, and then it's like, well, wait a minute, why do I like her? Or she's attractive, but I don't usually go for people like this, blah blah blah. Like, it's something that activates, you know, that open-mindedness. And for you, it could also be something different where it's like coexisting together in spite of a difference in some way, some instance. But I hope I'm making sense. I hope that was helpful. All right. Much love as always, because that was a lot. It surely was. But yeah, that is your read. Let's go ahead and get to the next read here. Okay, Bianca. Let's see what you got going on, sis. General, what's to come in your love life? Okay. After this is my last read, unless anybody else is interested. Speak now, forever hold your peace, because after Bianca's read, I'm going to log off. Okay, let's clear our previous energies. Let's send love to Melody and her person in question. Thank you. Let's tap in. A mess. Don't put that out there. Let's see. What's going on? What's to come that you want Bianca to know, or potentially to come? What does she need to know? Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Hermit, and Eight of Pentacles. Let's see what this was trying to come out. Ten of Pentacles. Dang. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. We got a lot of earth energy because Hermit is Virgo. Goodness. Seven of Cups. It's the King of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Eight of Pentacles. So you just, it's all earth based. I feel right now, Spirit does want you to, I wouldn't say indulge because that's not the right word. We don't want to indulge or maybe overindulge. I don't know. But I don't feel like indulge is a healthy word in this instance. But the Seven of Cups is like Spirit wants you to embrace your fantasies of that type of love, that healthy, beautiful love that you desire. Like really kind of get in that childlike energy and tap in to that realm like a healthy way. Not so much escapism and, you know, delusions and all of that, but just like, why can't it happen for you? Like if you were to look at somebody that got proposed, I don't know, some wild crazy proposal that you've seen, and you just look at it and like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, and then you think to yourself, when you think about certain things and go, oh, that can never happen to me, or that doesn't happen. Like Spirit wants you to tap into those things that you say to yourself are impossible, that you can't possibly experience that. Like no, like really believe if it's something that's healthy, something that's beautiful, something that is a blessing to you and to others, like whatever that looks like, Spirit wants you to really tap into those things. And yeah, this is a love reading and I feel like it is talking about that, but this also goes with anything else that you desire. Yes, believe in them fairy tales, because fairy tales, like, yeah, fairy tales to me is like shit that you know is like literally impossible, like stupid things like turning a pumpkin into a pumpkin carriage. Like that shit is stupid. Like that's not realistic. Unless you go and rent something that's already made like that, then that's different. That's a fairy tale. To think that you can turn a mouse into a man, like that's tripping. But to believe in the fairy tale that you could fall in love and with the right man and somebody that may be the life changer for you, you know what I mean? And not to look for someone to save you, but it's not to say that you can't find a caring, loving, or gentle mate or whatever you desire. Those are realistic things. When people talk about, oh, that's a fairy tale, you living in a fairy tale. Fairy tale is stuff that obviously we know is like fucking ludicrous. Like, oh, I'm just gonna turn this flower into a mansion. Like that's tripping. Like that is a fairy tale. That doesn't make sense. But a beautiful connection, a loving partner, a happy life together, all those beautiful things, that's realistic dreams. It's beautiful dreams. Even if our current reality doesn't really feel like it's suitable for that yet, it's not to say that it's not feasible. Yes, I love Cinderella because I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna do it when it's time. Trust me and believe me, I got y'all. I'm gonna do the video about the Cinderella stuff. I'm gonna tell you why it's realistic, how it can apply to realistic things, because we've been taught certain, like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go into it. But anywho, we gonna get off topic. But that secure loving partner that is realistic, and Spirit wants you to know that there's someone that you can build with. There might be examples that Spirit wants you to pay attention to encourage you, or anytime that you see something that, and not to obsess or covet, because sometimes all that couple goals stuff can be kind of unhealthy for a person as well, to think that every couple online that looks like they're having a good time or they live in that life and matching this, matching that, like that they're automatically happy. We just assume that they're happy, but they may not be happy. You know what I mean? So unless it's like couples around you that are good examples, or just things that you see to motivate you and inspire you, encourage you, Spirit is saying, like, take that and apply that to your faith or your belief, to know that if it can happen for anybody else, it can happen for me. Why not? Why would I be the exception? We're all deserving and worthy of love, and as long as we're in a place where we really believe that we deserve it and can receive it, we're going to receive it. So Spirit wants you to stay positive. Even when you feel indifferent and be like, oh, that's stupid, or no, like Spirit wants you to work on being receptive. And Spirit is saying that you're not out of order in being single right now. It's not anything that you're not doing enough of, or you need to do more of this, that's taking you or putting you in a place of remaining single. Because single season is a blessing too. Like, people look at singleness as like this bad thing, and I need to hurry up and get out this motherfucker as long or quick as I can. Like, I'm in prison, I'm single, I'm in prison, I need to get out. Like, instead of looking at it as not so much like your freedom, but in a place where you still have time to, like, you have time to enjoy yourself, be with yourself, learn about yourself, do things that you've always wanted to do, and it doesn't have to be nothing crazy or freaky or nothing like something toxic, you know what I mean? Like crazy. Could just be, I enjoy sleeping in my own bed and being messy, you know, or I can just go here, go there, and I don't have to worry about, you know, another person or considering that right now. If you know that your time, you're not available to give of your time, because once you're in a, especially for people talking about, oh, I want to get married, I want my person. Once you're in a union together, you got to understand, y'all partners. It's not a one-man show. It's not a one-woman show no more. It can be a beautiful thing, but you do have to keep in mind, like, if you're struggling with like being selfish with your time and your energy, especially with babies and kids and stuff, I don't think anybody's fully prepared to be a husband or wife fully, or to be a mother, or anything that, even if we go to school for a thing, we still aren't really ready until we get that hands-on experience. We may have the knowledge and the tools because we've been trained and we learned about it, but I don't believe that anyone is truly prepared for something until they actually go through it and experience it. And even then, you're still navigating through it, you know? Yeah, you never know. And I've heard some people say this, like, I was happy, like, at when I finally got to a point where I wasn't fixated on love, and I was happy and I was enjoying my single life, or I was just doing things with myself. That's when my person came, and I was like, dang, like, you know, like, you kind of interrupted it. I've heard people say that before. So finally, when you get to that place where you're really enjoying your independence and more of time for yourself and divine spirit and God, or you're busy doing things that you enjoy, or you're focused on career, you're just focused on your, like, you, that's when it comes. So right now, like, again, spirit is not telling you that you're doing something wrong, you need to get out of this, you need to get out of single season, like, you're, you know, this is bad, or you need to do more of this, and that's why you ain't with nobody. No, spirit really saying that your time alone is necessary. And loneliness doesn't have to be like, oh, I don't have anybody, because you do have people, but that time to yourself is everything. And time to yourself can still look like living life and still interacting with people, still socializing, still participating in life, but you're doing it as a single woman. You know what I mean? Still, where you're still moving independently. Once you're with that person, I'm telling you, like, common sense. When you get married or you get into a stable relationship with somebody, you're partners. It's no me, and I. Like, yeah, you'll have your individuality as you should, but a lot of things when it comes to like decision making, like important decisions, when it comes to finances, when it comes to whatever, you work as two heads, not one. Gotta learn how to come together. So people be like, I want my person, I want to be, yeah, any selfish energy in your bones got to go. So are you really ready? I be telling myself this because shit, like, there's a lot of things that I enjoy doing by myself. There's a lot of things that I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that, because I've been so comfortable in my singleness to an extent. And it's like, when you really think about it, are you really ready to merge the rest of your life, if that's what you want, at least? But if it's just like, oh, I just want to see somebody, I just want to date, I just want to have a good time, then that's different. But even then, sometimes spirit knows best, that sometimes certain things are just distractions. Like, why do you need to date right now? Because sometimes it really just be distractions. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to date, get to know people and meet people, but sometimes, like, our time, or the time that we have right now, there's certain things that need our attention. There's certain things, or just time, there's things the spirit wants to do with us or develop us in, whether it's like purpose, whether it's career, whether it's something with family, or just working on yourself, kind of, because spirit is not just going to throw you out there to the wolves and be like, oh yeah, date, knowing that you have certain vulnerability spots where you can easily be used or manipulated or fall back into a cheating situation, or, you know, because maybe you're too forgiving, or you haven't worked on what your boundaries are and really implementing and standing in those things. So spirit, like, some people will think it's a punishment, like, oh, I don't get to date, I don't get to do this. But are you dating just because you're bored? Are you just dating because everybody else is doing it, or people say you need to do it, because you're fucking horny? Like, what's up? Like, what's your purpose? What's the point? And some people feel like, oh, you don't need a purpose. And that's like a person that just doesn't give a fuck about themselves, like their life. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's not going to resonate with everyone, because people are obsessed with love. They have to constantly be like in somebody's face, or somebody always got to be in their face, or in their bed in between their legs, or in being in between somebody else's legs. Like, people don't know how to just be with themselves. Not a lot of people know how to do that. They really look at singleness as some type of curse or some type of sin, but not understanding why it can be necessary. Yeah, sometimes we can make ourselves, you know, blocked from experiencing love or experiencing life or getting to know people. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that too, by default, and not know that you're doing it. Just as you can rush yourself into love when it's not your time. And if you've made that declaration within yourself or within your heart that you want your one, you're putting that energy out there. So of course you're not going to attract people that are boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband or wife ready. That's going to be repelled from you. And you're like, oh, why isn't it working? And, you know, why am I attracting this? Because you want what you want. You want a stable relationship. But you're still going to have fuck boys and fuck girls along the way. But it's up to you whether you choose to entertain them or you don't entertain them. And they're not going to stick around because they're not that. So when you understand that perspective, you don't sweat it too much. Like, okay, that shit didn't work because that's not my person. And not to say that you won't have like a love story where there could be some twists and turns. But you have to know the difference between someone that really values you versus when spirit is separating you from somebody that maybe not ready. And it could be your person, but it's not. Just from what I've observed about people in relationships and people that have come into unions or even marriage, is that it's not a lot of wasting of a person, not even wasting of a person's energy. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that it has to happen in a fast, rapid speed. Sometimes it's just, it does require patience sometimes, but you're never going to feel like somebody doesn't value you. Like, you know the difference. I just did a reading earlier for someone today, and I was telling her, like, in the beginning, everybody's going to show that polite and sweet and chivalrous and romantic and good guy, good girl energy in the beginning. Even if you really are a good person, you're still going to present yourself like you're going to a job interview. You're going to, like, walk in that motherfucker with your head held high and your shoulders back. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. All throughout the interview. But once you get the job, you'll start to slack. So for some people, they do that. But you're always going to present your first face, your best face in the beginning. A person that's truly authentically them, they're going to stay true to their character the whole entire time. If it's a counterfeit, I shouldn't even say that, but just a person that's like putting on or being fake or trying to impress for whatever intentions or whatever reason, that mask is always going to slip off. And you'll start to see when it's about to slip off, because you'll start to see things that's like, wait a minute, what was that? And these are things that are not good. So, like, we all have flaws. It's not like, oh, they snore, I'm turned off. Or this person went to jail in the past, oh, I'm turned off. But if it's somebody that's like, you could start to see bad traits, bad patterns, bad behaviors, where this person was so overly romantic, and then after y'all get into it, deep into a connection, or you sleep together or whatever, then they don't return your phone calls as fast anymore, or they're not chasing you down. That's how you know that that person is not for you. And then people get caught up because they're so focused on what they were shown in the beginning. Oh, but we vibed. This person said this, and I really felt like it was going somewhere, and he promised me that we were going to do this, we were going to do that. And you're holding on to that initial thing, even though this person showed you in the middle of the situation that they're not really for you. They're not for you. But you're like, oh, I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to hold on because this person, I feel like we connect, or we had this conversation, or they said this, or they promised that. And this person's keeping you hanging on to that. And you're stuck in a cycle, and you're doing yourself this dishonor and disservice by entertaining somebody that's not for you, rather than being like, oh, you got to go. Let me make room for somebody that is going to value my time and my energy. And it's not easy to do that. No, it's not. Child, like, I used to be the grace queen. Just grace to everybody just give everybody grace to grow and time to get it together. And even if it's like friends, whoever, if it's a romantic interest, the queen of grace. I was the queen of motherfucking grace. Just call me Queen Grace, okay? Like, oh, they get a pass. It's okay. Oh, maybe, oh, she didn't mean it like that. Oh, he didn't mean it like, oh, he just forgot. Oh, no, no. If a person doesn't move like you, where they don't respect your time or your energy, or they're flaky, or they say things that's out of pocket, whatever, they're not worth it. Because if there's a heart, or somebody that loves like you, or respects people like you do, or is loyal or reliable, there's a match to that. You deserve that. You're not the only person in the world that has a good heart, good intention. Like, get rid of the motherfuckers that don't. They're taking up space that they shouldn't. They gotta go. Like, get the raid and spray them roaches out your space. Like, they gotta go. Period. Fuck them. Like, why are you here? Yeah. So if you're food on the table, like, wrap it up, put a Ziploc on it, put it in the refrigerator so the roaches can't get it. As long as you leave out your goods for everybody, the committee and the community, you're going to attract roaches and mosquitoes and ants and all kind of shit. Vultures. People that value you, they'll contribute. And not selfishly contribute. Oh, I'll be nice so I can get some ass. Or, oh, I'll be nice because I want you to do this and do that. Like, that's not how it works. So sometimes, long story short, and this wasn't just for Bianca, like, I feel like whoever was listening or who needs to listen, yes, pests and creatures, they got to go. Because spirit does have something for you, and you deserve someone that's equally dedicated as you are, and someone that is mature in love. Because sometimes we'll attract good and bad people. It's just sometimes we gravitate towards people that are not so good for you, and it could be a nature inside sometimes that feels a need to help. Women, like I said, are natural helpers, natural nurturers. So we always want to help everybody, help the community, help the kids, help everybody, right? And when you get a partner, you want to be like, go build a bear. You can't. No, let me build him up. Let me get him a USA shirt and put a little cap on him and some sneakers on the build. Like, you can't do that with grown men. You can't do that. You just simply cannot. A man at some point that doesn't know who he is and what he wants and what he's about is not for you. You're wasting your time. Nobody can make a man, especially, or any human being. You can't make any human being, grown-ass human being, be different than what they are. They have to be inspired to be something different. Not because of someone else or for someone else solely. Nope, you can't be Barbara the Builder. Hell no. Nope. No, thank you. The Builder, yeah, Bob the Builder. You can't do that. You're wasting your efforts and your time. You want someone that is going to equally contribute with you. A real man is going to contribute. All that, what you bring to the table. Like, what do you motherfucking bring to the table? And I don't want to hear nothing about no money. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing status level. Like, nigga, what's your insides like? Mentally, emotionally. What do you have going on in there spiritually? That's what matters. I don't give a fuck about your bank account. Like, that's cool and everything. Speaking for the Tauruses, yeah, we need that. We need stability. But nobody gives a fuck about that. If you're nuts, or you're a misogynist, or you're just a dingy person with money, or you're just a soulless being that just is all materialistic. Like, nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about that. So if you don't have nothing to bring to the table, you're not someone that's available to give. Because you see this man right here, like, this is a family man right here. Family man. He genuinely cares. He's not just providing money and finances. And he's also building with this woman. You see, like, this is a couple that's working together building. But until then, it's like, build yourself. Don't forget about you. You're the most important asset that you'll ever have in this life. And everything else is an extension of that. You are an asset. Whenever you plant your seed into a garden, it must grow. So if you yourself, you know what you are and the value of you, you'll multiply that value when you place it in the right garden. But if you're going to place it in a garden, like place seeds where there's weeds, your shit ain't going to grow. You cannot invest in things or people that you can't grow with, or that will kill your seed before it even gets to sprout and grow. Place your seeds in a garden that is fruitful, fertile, excuse me, where you can multiply that energy, because you're surrounded by other people that are just as nurturing, just as reliable, patient, giving, dedicated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. So you have move on here. I know this is a long reading, sis. It says, strive for a bigger purpose. Do not see the lotus bud. See the lotus blossom. Don't focus on the moment, for it's temporary. The future is better than today, even when not in view. Just bringing it all home. Just bringing the whole message on home. Yes. Yeah. Nurture your own garden. Think of yourself as a beautiful flower or plant that needs that nurturing, that proper sunlight. Speak love over yourself. And when you plant your seeds in the garden, like, know that in the proper garden, it's going to grow, it's going to multiply. You have to see yourself as the greatest asset. That when you invest, that, like, if it was a business or anything that you wanted to, whether it's stocks, whether it's whatever you feel led to invest, when you put your energy into investing, know that it's going to, or trust that it's going to multiply when you're putting it in the right system, the right hands, or the right institution, right? So if you're just investing in something that you know, like it's a, let's say it's a pyramid scheme, or some type of, you know, those money flip schemes, like, oh, give us $40 and we'll flip it and make it $400, right? You know better not to invest in something like that, because you know it's janky. There's no promise in that. But versus a, you know, a banking system or some type of institution where you can trust where your money goes, you know that it's going to be a wise investment. That's how you have to look at yourself and who you place your energy and your time into. Like, know the difference. Yeah, the money schemes is crazy. I remember I fell for that when it first was like getting started, and it probably because I was desperate, because I didn't have a job at the time. So I was like, oh, this girl, she said, like, so stupid. Like, no, I never again. Like, And I almost got, somebody was trying to get me in them little pyramid schemes too, and I was just like, this don't sound right. It just, something just ain't right. You know, when you've been scammed a couple of times before, you just know not to do it. You just know better. Like, no. That don't sound right. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, you know, the devil come knocking when you're desperate, when you're hungry, shit. But I hope that resonated. Long story short, sis, and I feel like that was like not just for just one person, like whoever needed to hear it. But yeah, I think that's all. I'm gonna put the timestamps up, so the list is, we're gonna close it, we're gonna shut it down. So much love. I appreciate you, Bianca, being on here too, and everybody that participated, thank you so much. That donated, thank you. And I'll catch you guys soon. Much love. Peace. You're welcome. All right, sis. Take care. I will.